leaving Vancouver on the 2-week Alaska cruise on the Princess Sapphire, and gonna have the stop in Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, a couple of the glaciers up to Whittier, and then we come back. It's 1 week up, 1 week back. We just can't wait. But this is a beautiful kind of a memory of what I remember growing up in Ketchikan. I mean, this Vancouver waterfront just has everything about Southeast Alaska that I remember. And it's actually been raining as we're just leaving. But looking forward to all the scenic beauty this trip will afford, and actually seeing people I know, mainly from Ketchikan. And Sherry's just so excited about this. And it is cold, isn't it?
We're not in Cosmo Valley.
Yeah, we had to pack very differently. Long sleeves, pants, no sandals.
Scott's still in shorts.
Yep, still in shorts.
I got socks and boots on.
Yep. Learned a lot about Vancouver, actually, just on the bus ride from the airport on over here. And actually, because it's raining, they did the sail-off party a little differently, not out here. And now it did stop raining, so I'm out here videoing right now. Not sure what this is. We'll have to research that. It almost looks like sulfur. Or I don't know what it is, but it's yellow.
We're gonna go under that bridge.
Oh, we're going to go under a bridge. How cool. Getting ready to go under this really high bridge. Been seeing float planes, seaplanes all day here. But yeah, Vancouver had a lot of history, and you know, it was actually interesting when we landed last night. The power was out in certain places, and the phone systems were down. The landlines are down. Cell phones are up apparently, but like we couldn't call to get our shuttle. And anyway, it was just kind of a interesting situation. They didn't have Wi-Fi because they must be on a phone line at the motel and everything. But anyway, it was an interesting night. But great to get here and get on the ship. We're just laughing because everybody's just cold. Look at this. I mean, you know, we're just getting going on this journey, but it's going to be a cool trip. And we did have the Holland ship ahead of us. What was it? Conning Dam, I think it was. One I hadn't heard of. We'll have fun making this video. A lot of interesting things already we've seen and experienced on the Princess Sapphire. Can't wait to talk about it.
It's pretty awesome. It's really close. Don't jump, it's not working.
Wow, look at that. I mean, the clearance just doesn't look like that much.
I know it's enough, but it doesn't look like much.
Woo! Oh yeah, there was like quite a bit of clearance there. They've done this before.
Yeah, he's a couple few, but that's impressive.
Oh, everybody's out there having a good time. Where's the music?
Inside where it's warm.
You can tell everybody's like, okay, this is going to be a little cooler for sure. Looks like we've got some freighters parked out here. It's actually warmed up since about 20 minutes ago when I was filming. We've been out here yakking with everybody. And that's the Holland America Conning Dam. Quite a skyline over there for Vancouver. And it's warmed up quite a bit. Sun's out. It was only about 15 minutes ago that we were all kind of a little bit cooler. So it's warming up quick. So I'm up in the sanctuary. I'm trying to hide from the sun behind this bar here, but we're going on the inside cove. This is Vancouver Island out here, as I believe. And then the mainland over on the right. So we're headed out to the main ocean, and we'll take a right to the port, the starboard that is, and be heading towards Ketchikan. Anyway, we're just, it's our first night, and having a good night. We just had dinner, and enjoying the sights. So one of the cool things, you know, about the technology, if you can see it here, that little disc, I've got the special little mount for my watch, but that's what you flash for everything on the ship. Getting in your room, ordering drinks, the app, the technology, and everything they got going on the Princess ship is, wow, state of the art. Big step up from anything we've seen on Carnival and Royal. You can be using the app and you can order your drink. Of course, we're on the drink package, so we're having fun with that, or at least I am. And they'll, you know, that disc is also going to tell them where you're at exactly, and they bring the drink right to you wherever you're at, in your room or sitting in a chair on whatever deck. It's amazing. So, like I say, we're having a lot of fun with the technology and all that this ship is offering here, but been a lot of fun so far. We're getting ready to go to the 9:30 Juggler show. All right, it's sea day. We get into Ketchikan tomorrow. We came out here, we're in Queen Charlotte Sound, and you can see the ship moving up and down. Actually, not so much at the moment, but it's windy. It's definitely cold. This is definitely not a Mexican cruise. Well, and here we are at about 5:30, I guess, in the morning. Driving by the first dock here in Ketchikan. There's Deer Mountain, Cape Fox up on the hill there, the big lodge. Great to see the town. There's our welcome sign to Ketchikan. Tongass Trading. It's so good to see all the places that we used to just frequent. Did a lot of Christmas shopping at Tongass. We're in dock 4. I don't even know where we're going here, but it must be down this way. Looks like some newer docks down here. I don't recall from the past. Well, here we are in Ketchikan. Actually getting a shot of the ship out on the dock here. Sapphire Princess.
There's our room.
Yeah, we're up front, right under that wing right there. What do you think, Sherry? Good to be back after 20 years. Got a sea lion right off the dock here. Just met up with Scott Walker, my roommate from college and friend from Ketchikan. I did a lot of stuff together, and we're walking along the dock, and there you go, big sea lion. Got the ship in the distance. We're gonna do a little memory lane drive around here in Ketchikan. Look at that big guy down there. Have fun. We're on the bypass, which runs all up above the city, buildings and residential houses, and nice overlook here.
I'll drive back there just for a minute. We'll pull in the overlook for a minute.
Scott Walker's taking us for a nice tour of the city here.
We'll do a quick little turn around, and I'll go back and show you that. That time I had a lot of gray hairs.
That's the Crown Princess coming in. This is this overlook on the bypass up above everything here, and beautiful scenic overlook here. So this is Miller Street, filming here, and this apartment we lived in, but if you go up
Left?
Yeah, left. In between these two buildings, there's a building up there, and that's where we actually first lived. So if we get up here, this right up there with the blue roof.
This little thing?
Right up here. This is where we lived, and then our Australian friends lived here, Bill, Mary, and Lisa, and then when my parents got divorced, my mom and Warren moved into the apartment up on 2nd or 3rd floor there. And then Dad bought a trailer, and we lived out north of town. But yeah, that's where it all started. So this is the old pulp mill. and big company bought it, and this is where they're bringing. Well, right now it looks like Norwegian cruise. There's a second one coming in. They parked 2 here, but we're going to go inside. I guess they're transforming this building into the future. I mean, this is a lot of work to do yet, apparently, but yeah. So we're in that old pulp mill building, and this is all part of how they're transforming into a gift area, and apparently there'll be restaurants and different things to come. Pretty interesting. There's a turbo Twin Otter, I think, just landed down there like we used to have at West Flight. And West Flight would have been, yeah, right there. We drove by it earlier on the road, and of course it's long gone. And actually it's the big building right there. That was West Flight. And then next to it, this is where I worked. One of my summer jobs, actually a couple of them. I was basically a crew guy helping load the float planes, and which shipped a lot of groceries to all the bush communities around us. Over here is the E.C. Phillips operation with the blue building still there. Some boats pulled up and offloading. Looks like the gill netters. The gill netters went out for the first opening this week. Must have been this past week. My buddy picked us up, Scott Walker, thank you very much. Gave us a nice car tour all around town. We went all the way out and saw the new cruise dock. The Norwegian Cruise Lines are out on Ward Cove. That was quite an operation. Airport off on the road to nowhere that tried to get built to Gravina Island there. A couple of ferries, 3 ferries it looks like in. We'll be passing our old homestead out here at Mile 4 North Tongass. Got to capture a seaplane going by here in the air. Great old Ketchikan sound. Shot of Deer Mountain. We ate down there downtown at the Fish House, and it was really good. We had fish and chips with halibut, and halibut was just perfectly tender, flaky. A couple of our main bar harbors right here.
Will we pass the other port or the
Yeah,
Norwegian
yeah,
ship port?
we'll be able to see it. That's the old the remodeled high school up there. We went up and looks like a lot more stuff up on the hill than I remember. The bypass we took was to cut into that side of the mountain right back up there. It was kind of a short bypass. Trying to get my bearings where we are here. Yeah, actually there's 4 of the Alaskan Marine Highway ships over here. Yep, little history here. That's the Matanuska laying down here, and could use some fresh paint. Got a couple of new ones. The Hubbard, that one there, a little different shape. And look what we got here. This was our major big Alaskan Marine Highway, the Columbia, right down here. And of course, it just looks tiny since I'm up on the deck of this giant cruise ship. But that guy there's 400 something feet long, and you know, it was the big ferry of our fleet. My dad worked on all these, had a 25-year plus career in the Alaskan Marine Highway for the state of Alaska, and they did him well, set him up really nice for retirement. And sounds like the Alaskan Marine Highways had their challenges. It's an aging fleet, a lot of repairs and delays, and this and that. I don't know everything about it all, but it sounds like, and this is a new shipyard they built here. I don't know if the Columbia's in for maintenance or what it's doing here. And then our airport ferries over here. They used to have the airport ferry over here, if I recall, but it looks like it's been moved over here, and that goes straight across to Gravina Island, where our airport is, Ketchikan International Airport.
There's no way that boat is not as big as you thought it was.
Oh, it's 400 feet.
No, it's not. It can't possibly be.
Google it. I'm pretty darn sure. Yeah. Wow, just so many memories, so many flashbacks here of life in K-Town, as we called it. So as we moved north, as we're leaving, our property was right up in here where we lived. And, the Walmart was built across the street back up in there on the road. Not sure what that structure is up there. That's something different and new. It almost looks like a motel of sorts. Now, where we lived up in here at Dad's house, the house was, after we sold it, Dad sold it and left Alaska, they apparently leveled it, and so there's nothing there. We drove by it today, and it's just a bunch of bushes now. There was some steps coming down, and they were just cut off. It's kind of weird to go back and your home is like gone. But the gray house right there to the left of the green metal roof place, those were our neighbors. And the gray house with the white trim, and just to the left up in the bushes there was our house, but it's gone. Undersea plane. A beaver. Nice. Yeah, so there's the neighbor's house, and we were up to the left and kind of the green bushes there, and again the house is just gone. And then below, looks like they filled in an area right below the house there. And I think whoever bought it, that was part of the thing. They were going to create a dock out here. I don't know what that is now. Doesn't appear to be a dock. But, that's Shoreline Drive. All along there, all the way down to Tempsco, the helicopter operation actually down there. A lot of memories. And we were caretakers for a family friend of Dad's, and they had a cabin. This is Gravina Island off to the left. And so down by the point, there's a lighthouse. Well, not a lighthouse, but a big light. But somewhere right in there, we had the cabin. A lot of memories camping out at the cabin with an outhouse. So as we're coming about here, that's the Ward Cove that we were in earlier, where the Norwegian Cruise Line 2 cruise ships are, and also where the old pulp mill was, which is the old red brick building you see up there that we were in. And so much history back there. I mean, growing up here, that was a very active pulp mill, and a lot of logging going around all these parts down here. Lots of log rafts. There's a small log raft off to the left here. And and over here was the marina where we kept our boat. It used to be called Bruce's Marina, but we would come in and out of there with our boat. Looks like we're headed straight for they call that Danger Island, if I remember, straight ahead of us, but of course we will go to the left of it. But yeah, there was a lot of reefs in between these islands. You had to kind of know where you were at when you were running around in your boats around here. You have record on. So the cabin is like right behind whatever that is in the water with some white on it. The cabin was right behind there, but It's kind of covered up with bushes. You can't see it. And then over here there's a cabin, and I'm not sure if that's the one that was there before or something new, but we had some friends that lived there, and the guy that built it we knew. So we spent a lot of time over there. It was actually a friend of ours' cabin. He lived in Fairbanks, and we were the caretaker. So my dad, I mean, we used it more than anybody, but we considered it our own. Didn't have it recording again. Anyway, right in there where that structure is would be where the cabin was, but it was up to the left of that, I believe. I don't know what that is. Somebody might have built something new there. And then our friends had a place, looks like something new, like over there. But anyway, I think their cabin was hidden more up in the woods there. We spent a lot of time over here. There was a freshwater creek next to the cabin that runs out of a lake above there. Fish pond in there. This was where the tugboat was, and it's gone now, all traces of it. But that was a sandy beach over there, and this is Rosa Reef. Yeah, it looks like Beach Crest Trailer Court right over there. That's where we started out with one of our trailer homes. Valenter Point, Guard Island, out there with the lighthouse. I think we're headed into Bean Canal here. Little shop from behind. Leaving Ketchikan. Headed to Juneau. Yeah, here we are, still going north out of Ketchikan, about an hour and a half or two. Headed to Juneau. Well, here we are pulling into town. It was interesting. We actually came in from the south versus coming in from the north from Juneau. I was a little confused when I looked outside. I was like, where are we? But we're going to pull in berth 2 here. We'll be right in the middle of it all. I got to walk to the left to get to the parade and lineup, which will be down there. Not too far. And we have the perfect weather. Just perfect. There's, looks like 4 ships here. Looks like another one actually just pulling in right there. I guess he's going to turn us around so we can face forward like the rest of these guys. But yeah, the weather's great. I'm in shorts. It's going to be nice and fun. Look forward to it. Well, we're in the spin here. These guys are still getting ready to tie up, but we're maneuvering to come in in front of them. Gosh, just amazing weather. Really lucked out. Great to be back a second time in a week. K-Town. This is Pennock Island over here. Our island's called Revillagigedo. Ketchikan. That's Deer Mountain up there. Kind of our tallest peak, I believe, here. That's south of town, and of course behind us is north of town. I think the road system is still like 34 miles or so. Runs all along the front of the island, end to end, north to south. And really just doesn't go around the whole island. There's a lot of uninhabited parts of the island all around the backside there. Everything really in Ketchikan's all on the front side here. There's a float plane. Well, I'm walking to the parade float. Find my classmates here, and here's the lineup has started, and we've got a lot of the emergency vehicles kind of lead the way, but it looks like they're lined up right here. And the parade is usually pretty entertaining. And looky what we have here. The class of '84. About to have some fun. Hey, I know you. Woo! I think this means the parade's about to start. Grab a few clips before we get going here. Supposed to be about 40 of us on here. Good to see everybody. Yeah, we're actually up in front of the high school, which I didn't even recognize. They've remodeled this and it's out over the road. We saw this last week, but yeah, we're all getting off the pier, and I'll make my way back to catch up with Sherry here somehow eventually. Got John Jeffries over here, having some good visits with everybody. Here we are at the Ketchikan Crab and Go. Last port of call. I think we're going to go all out and get some Dungeness. Neat little place. All this is connected to a new building that I don't remember, and it's got a lot of great shops in it. Well, here we are at the infamous Ketchikan Creek Street, which is on the Ketchikan Creek. Salmon actually go up this creek. But I don't think there's any salmon today. I think it's too early. It's only July 4th. Famous Dolly's house on Creek Street here.
Yeah, the chief of police regulate the girls to the creek because their wives didn't want to see them. So 2 girls were considered seamstresses.
It's our ship off in the distance.
Paid on young women, so he banned alcohol.
Ran into another classmate from a year behind me, Lori Poole, over on the dock. That was fun. Definitely fun catching up with everybody I've seen.
Yeah, she lived in her home.
Well, this will conclude the visit to Ketchikan on the 4th of July. I was able to get off, be in the parade, have some time with my classmates, saw a couple other people. It was all a good time. Definitely missed the place, the whole Alaska lifestyle. We will definitely be thinking about additional Alaska cruises in the future, so we'll look forward to that. The weather was just perfect. It's actually very warm here today, 64, and when you're in the sun, it's, you can tell not a lot of people wearing coats today.
Are we the last ship in port?
Are we? I don't know. So that's it. We're gonna get back on the ship. We sail away at 6. We got Sherry with Pennock Island, and we were just talking about how this is one of those nights. See the sparkle in the water from the sun. Looks like it's just out of the 4 ships earlier. Looks like we're down to 2, us and the Holland behind us. Got a lot of people out here taking advantage of the warm weather. God, it's just amazing weather. 64 degrees, but so beautiful. I had noticed from somewhere we were at on a dock that there was this deck up here that wrapped around the bow. Didn't know about it. And there's a stairwell up front. We just came up and we finally found it. So you kind of got to know where you're going and be looking for it. But look at this. You got the perfect deck 8 bow viewing area coming through here. Wraps all the way around the front. So all those glaciers we went through, we were down on the bow, but it was not covered, so you know, we're getting rained on, and up here you're all covered up. And I didn't even notice anybody up here. How cool. There's just not enough photos or video you can take of Port of Ketchikan. And one of the things that's kind of cool about, of course, this berth we're in, which is 2, and the one ahead of us here is 1. But notice how you're right on the town. And you know, when I think about all the other ports, typically the docks, they're not like running up like this. Well, Juneau a little bit. I guess. I mean, it was kind of like closer, but this is like right here. You're on the dock and then you're right on the buildings. It's kind of neat. I mean, the views are just spectacular.
Did you see they closed this after sunset?
Oh, Sherry says they have a sign here. This is closed after sunset. But anyway, during the day, this is a wonderful viewing deck because again, it's covered and it's just kind of cool. Wraps all around the front. So as we finish our trip tomorrow, and we'll probably come up here again and get some nice footage. So as we are leaving Ketchikan over out of there, normally the ferries just continue along the coast, but we're actually turning. We're heading out a little different way here. So they must make these big cruise ships go a different way. I didn't know that. Kind of interesting. It as you got out around the protected islands here, the wind is roaring out here. You can see it's white capping. So that's what happens when you leave the protected channel of this area. And also why a lot of people don't sport fish way out here, because you're as you go around this, you're headed toward Prince of Wales Island and the open ocean. So we're in between the channel in Vancouver Island area. We don't get in till tomorrow morning. This is Friday night. We'll get in Saturday morning. Very beautiful. This is that Deck 8 hidden deck. Scenic view. There's Surfer Dude, Gary. Is that Gary? Smile, you're on candid camera. Well, we're on the final leg. Still, we are in the channel between Vancouver Island, I guess it is, and on the way into Vancouver. Very beautiful. And very much like Southeast Alaska. It's hard to stop videoing and taking pictures because it's just so scenic. As we're still coming around Vancouver Island, I guess. There's just a lot of like tidal action out here. We keep seeing it. So beautiful. There's another cruise ship out ahead of us, but you can't see it around the corner right now anyway. That's something. A lot of memories from all the beautiful scenery. Had a lot of great visits with people on the ship. So we're just starting to do a little packing. Got to put our bags out tonight. Oh, there's the cruise ship out in the distance there. We're all headed to Vancouver. Bet there'll be some good fishing out here. I don't see any fishing boats though. Yeah, look at this. Wow. So cool. Isn't that beautiful? A boat anchored up in there, it looks like. Another shot of the cruise ship ahead of us.
Get down! Everybody's swimming, baby. Get a shot! Funky little shot! Woo! Margaret! Arkansas's in the house! Woo! Chrysler's, it's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail! I got me a car and it's about 20. So come on and break your jukebox book. Love Shack is a little
Love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow, it floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love. Love. exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you and love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow, it floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's
love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you and love, life's sweetest reward. Let it float, floats back to you. The love boat, soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love. Welcome aboard, it's love.
love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you and love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow, it floats back to you.